Every day you face decisions, some small, some life-changing. What to say, where to go, which path to follow. Sometimes these choices feel overwhelming, as if you're lost in a maze with no clear way out. But the truth is, you are never truly lost. Deep within you, there is a guiding force, an inner compass that always points you in the right direction. This compass isn't something you have to search for outside of yourself. It has been with you since the moment you arrived in this world. Yet, many people struggle to hear it. They second-guess themselves, overanalyze situations, or look to others for answers that can only be found within. They ignore that quiet voice inside, thinking it's just a passing thought rather than the deep wisdom of their soul speaking to them. But when you start listening, when you truly reconnect with this inner guidance, you begin to move through life with ease and confidence. Decisions become clearer, and the fear of making the wrong choice starts to fade away. Your inner compass is not loud or forceful. It does not demand your attention. Instead, it gently nudges you, whispering its guidance in the form of feelings, instincts, and quiet realizations. The question is, are you listening? The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. The more you ignore it, the fainter its voice will seem. But no matter how long you have doubted yourself, no matter how often you have ignored your intuition, your inner compass is still there, ready to guide you home. What happens when you don't trust yourself? When you let fear, doubt, and outside opinions drown out your inner wisdom? Life becomes more complicated. You hesitate, second-guessing every decision. You feel stuck, unsure of which direction to take. You may even find yourself repeating the same mistakes, wondering why things never seem to go your way. Ignoring your inner compass doesn't just lead to small inconveniences. It creates a life where you feel disconnected from yourself. When you ignore that gut feeling, that quiet sense of knowing, you open the door to confusion and frustration. You start relying on logic alone, trying to calculate the perfect outcome for every situation. But life doesn't always follow a straight, predictable path. There are twists and turns, and your logical mind can't always see what lies ahead. Your inner compass, however, can sense things before they fully unfold. It picks up on energies, possibilities, and hidden truths that logic alone cannot grasp. Think about a time when you made a choice that didn't feel right, yet you went through with it anyway. Maybe you accepted a job that looked perfect on paper but felt wrong in your heart. Perhaps you trusted someone despite an uneasy feeling in your gut, only to later discover that your intuition had been right all along. These moments are not coincidences. They are proof that your inner compass is always guiding you, even when you don't listen. On the other hand, when you do trust yourself, life begins to flow. You stop forcing things. You make choices that align with your deepest truth, and as a result, you feel lighter, more at peace. The struggle disappears because you are no longer fighting against your own knowing. Instead, you are allowing yourself to be led by the quiet wisdom within. So how do you return to this deep well of wisdom? How do you clear away the doubt and confusion that have clouded your ability to listen? The first step is stillness. In the busyness of daily life, your inner voice can be drowned out by noise, both external and internal. The constant stream of thoughts, worries, and distractions can make it hard to hear the quiet guidance that is always available to you. Begin by creating moments of silence. You don't need hours of meditation or complicated rituals. Just a few minutes of stillness each day can make a difference. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Allow yourself to just be. As you do this, notice what rises within you. Pay attention to the subtle feelings, the small nudges, the ideas that seem to come from nowhere. This is your inner compass speaking. Next, start trusting the feelings that come up. Your inner compass doesn't communicate through loud demands or dramatic signs. It speaks through your emotions, your body, and your instincts. When something feels peaceful, easy, and expansive, it is often the right path. When something feels heavy, forced, or draining, it may be a sign to step back. The more you honor these feelings, the more natural it becomes to follow your intuition without questioning it. One of the greatest blocks to reconnecting with your inner guidance is fear. Fear of making the wrong choice, fear of disappointing others, fear of stepping into the unknown. But fear and intuition are not the same thing. Fear is loud and urgent, trying to force you into action. Intuition is quiet and steady, gently guiding you in the right direction. When you feel torn between fear and wisdom, ask yourself, does this choice bring me peace, or does it only calm my anxiety for a moment? True guidance brings a deep sense of peace, even if the choice itself feels uncertain. Another way to strengthen your connection to your inner compass is through affirmations. The way you speak to yourself shapes what you believe. When you tell yourself, "I don't know what to do," you reinforce doubt. But when you affirm, "I trust myself," "I am always guided," you begin to open up to the wisdom within you. Repeat these affirmations daily, especially in moments of uncertainty. Let them become the foundation of your thoughts. Over time, as you practice stillness, honor your feelings, and use affirmations, you will notice a shift. The confusion will start to fade. Decisions will feel easier. You will begin to move through life with a quiet confidence, knowing that you are always being led in the right direction. You don't need to search for answers outside of yourself. You already know the way. Your inner compass has been guiding you all along. All you need to do is trust it. Your inner compass is always there, always guiding, but sometimes it feels hard to hear. This isn't because your wisdom has disappeared. It's because too much noise is drowning it out. Just like a quiet voice in a loud room, your intuition gets lost when your mind is filled with overthinking, outside opinions, and past fears. One of the biggest sources of mental noise is worry. Worry pulls you into the past and future, keeping you from hearing the clear, steady guidance of the present moment. It fills your mind with what-if scenarios, making every decision feel heavier than it needs to be. But the truth is, worry does not solve problems. It only makes them feel bigger. The more you feed it, the more it takes over, clouding your ability to think clearly. Another source of mental clutter is the influence of others. From a young age, you are taught to listen to the world around you, parents, teachers, society. You are given rules, expectations, and beliefs about what is right and wrong, what is possible and impossible. Over time, these external voices can become so loud that you forget to listen to your own. You start doubting yourself, wondering if your feelings are valid, if your desires make sense. But your inner compass is unique to you. It does not follow the rules of the outside world. It follows the truth of your soul. To clear the mental noise, you must become intentional about what you allow into your mind. Choose thoughts that support you. If a thought makes you feel small, unsure, or stuck, it is not helping you. Let it go. Replace it with a thought that empowers you, that reminds you of your strength and wisdom. Instead of, I don't know what to do, try, I am open to the guidance within me. Instead of, what if I fail? Try, every step I take leads me to the right path. Silence is also a powerful tool. Even a few moments of quiet each day can clear the clutter in your mind. Take deep breaths, step away from distractions, spend time in nature where the world slows down and your thoughts have space to settle. As you do this, you will notice something incredible. Your intuition, once drowned out by noise, begins to rise to the surface, speaking to you with clarity and ease. Trust is the key to everything. Without trust, even the clearest guidance will feel uncertain. You may hear your inner wisdom, but if you don't believe in it, you will hesitate, doubt, and second-guess yourself at every turn. Trusting yourself means believing that the choices you make are right for you. It means knowing that even if you don't see the full picture yet, you are always being led in the best direction. But many people struggle with self-trust. They have spent years relying on logic, outside opinions, or old beliefs that tell them they need proof before they can make a move. They fear making mistakes, thinking that one wrong step could ruin everything. But mistakes are not failures, they are lessons. Every choice, even the ones that don't go as planned, teaches you something valuable. Every experience brings you closer to understanding yourself and your path. Think about a time when you made a decision that felt right, even if it didn't make sense to others. Maybe you took a job that wasn't the safe choice, but it brought you joy. Maybe you ended a relationship that everyone expected you to stay in, but deep down, you knew it wasn't right. When you trust yourself, you live with freedom. You no longer need permission from the world. You have all the guidance you need within you. The more you listen to your inner compass, the stronger your trust becomes. Start small. Practice making decisions based on how they feel, rather than what others expect. If something makes you feel alive, light, and peaceful, trust it. If something makes you feel heavy, forced, or anxious, take a step back. Your feelings are not random. They are messages. They are your soul's way of telling you what is right for you. And when fear arises, remind yourself, you do not need to have everything figured out to move forward. You only need to trust the next step. Each step will reveal the next, and the next. And before you know it, you will be exactly where you are meant to be. Your body is one of the most powerful messengers of your inner wisdom. It speaks to you every day, sending signals about what feels right and what doesn't. But in a world that values logic over instinct, many people have learned to ignore these signals, pushing through discomfort and second-guessing their gut feelings. Yet your body knows the truth. It senses things before your mind does. It gives you subtle nudges, gentle warnings, and quiet confirmations. Have you ever felt a sudden sense of ease and peace when making a decision? That is your body saying yes. Have you ever felt tightness in your chest, a knot in your stomach, or an unexplainable sense of unease about something? That is your body saying, pause, look deeper. These physical responses are not coincidences. They are your inner compass speaking through your body, guiding you toward what is right and away from what is not. But many people have been conditioned to override these signals. They push past exhaustion, ignoring their need for rest. They suppress their emotions, convincing themselves they are overreacting. They stay in situations that feel wrong because logic tells them they should. Over time, this disconnection from the body's wisdom leads to stress, imbalance, and even illness. Reconnecting with your body means learning to listen again. Pay attention to how you feel in different situations. Notice the way your body responds to people, choices, and environments. If something drains you, makes you feel heavy or anxious, it is a sign that it may not be in alignment with your true path. If something makes you feel open, free, and energized, it is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. One simple practice is body scanning. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and notice any areas of tension or discomfort. Ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? If you feel resistance toward something, explore it. Don't ignore it. Sometimes discomfort means growth, but other times it is your body's way of saying, this is not for you. Learning the difference is key to making choices that honor your deepest truth. The more you trust your body's signals, the more clearly you will understand them. Your body is not separate from your intuition. It is part of it. It is always guiding you, always speaking, always leading you home. You just have to listen. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles to trusting your inner compass. It creates noise in your mind, making you question yourself and hesitate when you need to move forward. Doubt creeps in and convinces you that you can't trust your own feelings, that you need proof before making a decision. But the truth is, your inner wisdom doesn't speak through fear. It speaks through peace, clarity, and quiet knowing. Fear, on the other hand, is loud. It shouts worst-case scenarios in your mind, urging you to play it safe and avoid risks. But safety and truth are not always the same. Sometimes what feels safe is actually keeping you stuck. Fear may tell you to stay in a situation that drains you, to avoid making a change, to wait until you have absolute certainty before taking the next step. But life doesn't work that way. Growth requires trust, and trust requires stepping into the unknown. To release fear, start by recognizing that it is just a thought, not a reality. When you feel fear, pause and ask yourself, is this fear protecting me, or is it keeping me from living fully? Some fears are necessary, they keep you safe from real danger. But most fears are just stories, old beliefs that no longer serve you. Let them go. A powerful way to break free from fear is to shift your focus. Instead of thinking, what if I fail? Ask, what if this turns out better than I imagined? Instead of thinking, I don't know what to do, remind yourself, the answer will come when I need it. These small shifts change the way you experience fear. They open the door for trust to grow. Your inner compass does not lead you with fear. It leads you with faith. When you trust yourself, when you listen to your intuition despite fear, you discover something incredible. Life supports you. The right doors open, the right people appear, and you find yourself exactly where you need to be. The way you talk to yourself shapes the way you experience life. If you constantly tell yourself that you are lost, that you don't know what to do, then you reinforce that belief. But when you start using affirmations that align with your inner wisdom, you strengthen your ability to trust yourself. Affirmations are simple but powerful statements that help rewire your mind. They replace old patterns of doubt and fear with new patterns of trust and confidence. The more you repeat them, the more natural they become. Here are some affirmations to help you reconnect with your inner guidance. I trust myself completely. I am always guided in the right direction. The answers I seek are already within me. I release fear and embrace trust. I listen to my inner voice with ease and confidence. When you say these affirmations, don't just repeat them mindlessly. Feel them. Speak them as if they are already true. The more emotion and belief you put into them, the more powerful they become. Another way to use affirmations is to write them down. Keep them where you can see them, on your mirror, your phone, your journal. Let them be daily reminders that you are never lost, never alone. Your inner compass is always guiding you, always speaking, always leading you toward what is best for you. When you trust your inner wisdom, making decisions becomes easier. You no longer need to rely on outside opinions or overthink every choice. You begin to feel a deep sense of knowing, a quiet certainty that guides you toward the right path. But many people struggle with decisions because they fear making the wrong choice. They believe that one wrong step could ruin everything. But there is no such thing as a wrong step, only learning and growth. Every decision, even the ones that don't go as planned, teaches you something valuable. To make decisions with confidence, start by tuning in to how you feel. When you think about a choice, does it bring a sense of peace, excitement, or ease? Or does it bring tension, stress, or discomfort? Your emotions are signals guiding you toward what is right for you. Another way to make confident decisions is to practice asking yourself, what would I choose if I knew I couldn't fail? This question removes fear from the equation and allows you to connect with your true desires. Trust that even if you don't have all the answers right now, they will come when you need them. The path will reveal itself step by step. You don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. Trust yourself. Trust life. The right path is already unfolding beneath your feet. When you listen to your inner compass, life becomes more effortless. You no longer struggle to figure everything out. You don't need constant reassurance from others. You simply know. This deep knowing brings peace, confidence, and a sense of flow to your life. Living in alignment means honoring what feels right, even when it goes against logic. It means trusting yourself enough to walk away from what no longer serves you. It means choosing to believe that you are always supported, always guided, always in the right place at the right time. Some days, your inner compass will feel clear and strong. Other days, it may feel quiet or uncertain. That's okay. Keep listening. Keep trusting. Keep moving forward. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. You are never truly lost. No matter how confusing life may seem, your inner compass is always there, ready to guide you. It speaks through your feelings, your body, your instincts. It leads you toward peace, growth, and alignment with your highest self. You do not need to have all the answers. You do not need to see the whole path. You only need to trust the next step. Trust that life is always supporting you. Trust that you are capable of making the right decisions. Trust that everything you need is already within you. Take a deep breath and say to yourself, I trust myself. I trust my journey. I am always guided. Let these words sink in. Let them become the foundation of your life. Because when you trust yourself, when you truly listen, life opens up in ways you never imagined. The path ahead is waiting for you, and you are ready.